Hello, I'm here with Kelly Mikulla, the founder of Sussex Film Office. She founded it in 2016. Kelly, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell me why you founded Sussex Film Office?
I was living in the Midlands and I moved down to the south coast because of it being so creative, lots of creative people down here, the seaside, and there was more filming activity down here. So when I moved down here, I couldn't believe there wasn't a film office. So I was out networking with many businesses and people from the council, and they said, well, you've got so many contacts, why don't you set up a film office here? So, and then that was it, the rest was history.
How could you compete with the London film offices though, because they were well established?
The reason being is because of its proximity to London. So many filmmakers are happy to travel within an hour and a half from London, and more filmmakers now are looking to film outside of the M25, whereas before they've always wanted to stay within that M25 corridor. The coastline down here is just amazing, the cliffs, the downs, and not just that, there are many doubles here as well. So Brighton could be a double of London. That's happened in many productions. We've got the Yorkshire Moors here, Ashdown Forest.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, it's just absolutely amazing. Also, the Sandman filmed in Petworth, and that was a double of Berlin in 1916. So I just thought, this place is it's just got it all.
It is an incredible county, isn't it?
It really is. And it's not just the locations, the talent down here, the talent in front of the camera and behind the camera. They used to work in so many different productions, so many different genres, and budget sizes. So there's a lot of creative people. You
do a lot more than just locations, don't you?
Yes, we do.
In Sussex Film Office, you do cast and crew?
Yep. Primarily, we do locations. That's the first thing we take care of for the filmmaker. Yeah. And then the next step will be, we tend to find extras, not leading cast at the moment, so we're still trying to find out the talent that's down here. We have a database at the moment, but we're hoping for this to be live on our website later this year. And then crew, over the years we've just got to know who's down here. We've had events all around Sussex at various locations, getting to know who's down here as well. We've even given people outside of the industry opportunities to work on set as well. Students, we work with film offices and universities and colleges. We offer them opportunities to get into the industry, so starting off as a runner or a location marshal. I've had people call me to say, thank you so much, I've won many awards and now I'm a producer, thank you for helping us.
That's
which has
fantastic.
Been amazing. And this year we have 14 students from school and college coming in to work with us in our office in Arundel.
Say I'm a film producer, I need a location in Sussex. I come to you, what's the process? How would that work?
We would ask you for some reference images of what you have in your mind. Sometimes we get given a script or a brief, and we will then shortlist all the locations that we have on our database. We'd also find out what your budget is. So we work with all budget sizes, even student budgets as well. And then we'll send you a short list of the locations which we think will be ideal for you. We'll then go out and find that location for you, because then it's another one that we have.
You'll go out and scout?
Free of charge, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Not actually out on the road, but we will do the research from the office. And then we have a big network as well that we can send the detail, the brief details to, and then they will also point us in the right direction. So if we get really stuck, we've got people that can help us, and the councils as well. They're very good at it.
Are they more amenable to filming now? Because it was really difficult, say 10 years ago, they were quite obstructive. Now, as far as I know, a lot of councils have film offices.
Yeah.
So would you liaise with the local councils as well, and landowners, of course?
Yes. Well, a year after setting up Sussex Film Office, I decided to set up a permit application system to streamline the processes for when a shoot will come to the area.
Yeah.
So that benefits the filmmaker, it benefits the council, and also it benefits us, because we've got then history of what goes on at that location. We can see how much revenue we bring into the area. The councils that we work with and use our system Oh, just absolutely fantastic. It works so well because you probably know, being a producer, we have to turn things around really quickly. Sometimes we've got hours to turn things around. We just say to council, right, let us know if this is okay in principle, and then we can just carry on with the whole process. It just works really well. This year we'll probably have easily 1,200 productions, and we normally turn about 78% of those into an actual, booking or
That's a heck of a lot, isn't it?
Call it that. It's increased every year. We've increased about our the number of productions about 168% each year on average.
So you're going to
since we
need to
started.
expand.
Yes.
So any plans to do that?
Yeah, well, we're a team of 7 now. There's 7 of us in the office. Our permit application system, we are introducing more services in that system, so that is growing as well. For example, we are looking to get a production fund for filmmakers. We're working really hard on that. That's one of my big projects this year, so hopefully next year we might have something to offer to filmmakers. We're just always looking for opportunities.
What's your favourite location so far?
Oh, it's got to be, I've got quite a few actually, but probably Seven Sisters Country Park. We look after that exclusively because of the dramatic coastline there, the beach, the Oxbow River, the long grass, the gates, the landscapes. It's just magical, and we've got a really, really big production happening there very, very soon.
Oh.
So I'll have to tell you about that one the next time.
All right.
It's really exciting.
Our very own Grace series is filming, I believe, right now,
Yes.
down on Brighton Seafront. You're involved with that as well, aren't you?
Yes, so what happened, we were approached by the executive producer, who actually lives down here as well, and he wanted a list of locations to sell the idea of bringing the production down to Brighton and the surrounding areas. So we put together a portfolio of locations. He won it, which was absolutely brilliant, and they said if the first series is a success, then there'll be 10 more series.
How do you perceive the UK film industry at the moment?
Since COVID, it has been a false economy, I would say, because the first year of lockdown, we didn't do any filming for 3 months, and then it was just hectic. We had so many productions coming down to the south coast to shoot where they'd normally shoot in the Caribbean. This one production, they shot in Peacehaven. It looked amazing.
How did that work? Chucked up a few palm trees and...
They didn't actually. It's just how they captured the models. It was a fashion shoot. Just how they captured the models. It was just mind-blowing. So we had so many productions couldn't fly abroad, so they came down to us. So we did really well during COVID. More production companies are wanting to use local filmmakers more and more. So we are always encouraging that. I think funding will make a difference. So if we can get some funding, we can bring more productions down here, and therefore we'll have to use so many of our filmmakers. That will be part of the criteria.
Do you ever see yourself being a filmmaker?
Oh, I'd love to be a director one day, just to do one film. That would be amazing.
I'd like to end on Brighton, seeing as we're here.
Okay.
And obviously it's a Brighton TV channel. Very historical town. Some great films been shot here. Brighton Rock, Quadrophenia, Mona Lisa. But a lot of people don't realise that modern editing, or indeed editing itself, was invented up the road in Seven Dials in Hove at a place called St Answell's Gardens. And he was the first chap to splice in a cut to an existing cut and basically invented modern editing. So Brighton's got a rich, long history of cinema. How do you promote Brighton? Is it difficult to shoot in Brighton, being as it's a thriving city? How would a filmmaker go about securing permission to film in Brighton?
It's actually surprisingly easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It always has been really, and we've always worked in partnership with Brighton City Council, but since October last year, they use our permit application system now, and they use our team to manage and handle all the inquiries. So again, we try to make sure that we look after all budget sizes. We give them the best experience, because it's so easy to shoot down here. More filmmakers coming out of London, coming down to Brighton, which is great.
I'm surprised at that. I thought it'd be really difficult. to film down here?
No.
Can I film the West Pier seafront for a day? How long would that take before I could do that?
If it's quite straightforward, we can turn it around in a day. You know, if everything's clear, there are no events going on, we can do it that quickly.